Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry. And this is a beautiful view. This is upper Mission looking over. That's actually a few videos ago I talked about a place called Kettle Valley. That's actually right down below us here. Anyway, this is up above that as you go up the hill. There's actually, I think there's a school over there, come to think of it. Anyway, you can see downtown Kelowna way off in the distance over there on the bridge. And yeah, nice view, eh? This is a multi-million-dollar house. I've been here, been cleaning this for, well, they've been here 4 years. I think this is at least the 5th time or so that I've been here. In fact, when I first came here, this has got 2 teenage daughters. So there's this bedroom and got one over here. She said that when the house is at least 6 years old and they've been here for 4 years. She said when they moved in here, she said it was just a real mess. People who had been living here had really abused the house, and she's been keeping it very clean ever since. And she's a great customer because she's a little OCD, so really good high standards, and that's why she chooses us. I won't be going up in behind here. I'm just doing this area here this time. Obviously the theater room. And then I've got a bedroom over here and a set of stairs. And this room over here. And then there's actually a really big closet over here as well. So that's what I'm doing. And I want to get that off the floor there. Yeah, there we go. This is a Triexta. It's actually in really good shape. And as I say, she really takes care of this place. But there's a couple little doggies, and apparently they've had a few accidents in here. And I'm not sure if it was this room or one of the other rooms that the daughter was saying that she could smell urine in it. So, but she said she couldn't see any urine stains, and I haven't seen any either. I think that Mom has been dealing with them with a little extractor or something like that. And this is a Triexta, so stains actually come out of this fiber pretty easily. So that's a good thing, but anyway, there's a bit of a odor apparently, although I'm not smelling anything. I haven't yet anyway. When I vacuumed everything, I didn't smell anything. But what I did is I do have a higher percent of stabilized CO2 in my tank than I normally do. It's probably just a little under 3,000 ppm. Ooh. Don't like that. I don't like those things. That's what I'm smelling. A little bit. So anyway, we're going to clean it and see what happens here. I think I found like one spot in this whole place. So get in there. There we go. Now we're engaged, and I turn it like that, and then we're engaged. Okay. So I'm cleaning with obviously you saw I'm using the green stripe Astro turf. I've been using it a lot more lately. I'm just liking it a lot more than I thought I would. I mean, I used to use them many years ago, but yeah, they work great on the right carpet. They do work great. You can see that carpet is brightening up immediately. Interesting, huh? Nanomax in there, 1.5 ounces per gallon. This carpet has no visible soiling. She just simply never lets this carpet even look soiled, really, other than the stains that occasionally I come across. But yeah, she's keeps this house really clean. And we were talking about her floor upstairs. Now the entire floor upstairs This gives you an idea just how big it is. The entire place upstairs is engineered flooring, hardwood floor. And she's she says she's going to get me back to clean the whole thing, and that's going to be a nice big job. And it's really actually it's in really good shape. She keeps it good, but she's aware that it's not. She's not able to, really clean it deep like I could. What I did is I think I did a video on it maybe a couple of years ago now. I just did a small section of her floor with my with my OP machine and showed her the pad, and she was obviously very impressed and rather shocked to see that I was getting such a obvious amount of soil out of a very small area. So she's aware that the floor, that she can't properly really give it a deep clean, so she's planning to have me come back and do the entire upstairs wood floor, so that'll be nice. So this will be a nice straightforward job, and then after this I've got a restoration job to do, a really nasty carpet. Hopefully I'll be able to video that one. I actually went and looked at it, and I'm actually charging the guy a little bit extra, but we'll see what happens. This is a white carpet, and it's probably 15 years old and has been abused and badly cleaned, and actually they had someone else come in and give them a quote, give them a price about half of what I gave, and I already knew that was going to happen, because he told me that they'd said what their square foot rate was, which is about half what, actually less than half what I charge, and then I just said no, and that's the price, and this is what you're going to get. So anyway, he chose us, so I go there and I'm going to make that carpet look amazing, and hopefully I'll be able to video that, because I know that it'll be an exceptional restoration on that carpet. So now one of the reasons why, and I mentioned this in the last video I did, I talked about this, that I increase or decrease the amount of stabilized CO2. Oh, there was one mark right there, that I will use depending on the carpet and the condition and the concerns they have, and although I'm not seeing any visible yellow pee-pee stains, although that looks like one, obviously, that was the only one I saw, but I will increase the stabilized CO2 in this case to address the complaint and concern about the smell of urine, because the stabilized CO2 in the solution here will neutralize the odors in most cases, and will do so without adding a smell, and it is very effective. Okay, we'll go over to the next room. I will go and grab some Proxy and put it on that spot. In a sec. See, this pad is completely dry. Just a little bit damp around the edges, and of course it's damp on the bottom. But the top is dry. That's why when you shower feed correctly, it works perfectly fine. You're not saturating your pad. The greatest mistake people make when doing this is they tend to use way too much solution from the tank, and they oversaturate the pad. You don't do that. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ralphie, come here.
You guys.
Stop it.
He nibbled my finger. Or she nibbled my finger. Yeah. Did a Shih Tzu. Lots of attitude. Yes, that's the troublemakers. So let's give this a little shot of Proxy. Now that actually might not be a pee. It might be, well, it could be makeup or something. This is a teenage girl's room, and there's also often interesting things in those rooms. But anyway, we'll give that a try. If that's pee, that'll disappear. This is vinyl planking, by the way, I'm standing on, and I guess maybe I get a feeling she'll probably want me to clean that as well, so this will end up being a very big number to clean all the hard floor in this house. And we have a home show coming up. I'm all mostly prepared for it now. I guess a couple of weeks now. Less than 2 weeks, I guess. And we will be talking and showing that we clean wood floors and laminate and LVP. So it'll be interesting to see what responses we get. I haven't really been promoting it a lot, other than on the website, on my brochures, and when I'm in people's homes, I often talk to them about it. But I'm not wanting to lose my focus as far as the carpet cleaning goes. But I also don't want to miss an opportunity. I'm not sure that I'm going to do actual screening and recoating. I sort of have mixed feelings about that. We'll see. We'll start off with just doing cleaning anyway, and then we'll take it from there. Oh, look, we got that little robotic guy going around in the bottom of the pool cleaning it. Oh, nice. I guess it works like a Roomba for the pool. Yeah, this carpet is cleaning up just fine with this pad. Yes, I know they don't absorb as much, and I wouldn't be using this pad if this carpet was really grubby. But if the carpet really has very little visible soiling on it, then I think these are a great option, and it's going to scrub it well. It's just nice to have different options. And I find the polyester seems to really give the polyester fiber of the pad, it really seems to polish the carpets nicely, as it were. Seems to, anyway. I got no complaints. Like I said before, this was the only pad I had for a few years. There was no microfiber, there was no cottons. There was just these and the big loopy ones, which I did not like. Never liked them. I don't think they would work very well with shower feeding anyway, but I just never saw the advantages of them, I guess. Nice to see the sun out. It was actually 0 this morning, freezing. But it's warming up. By the way, here we are in April, and I have a very significant memory in my mind of when I first moved to the Okanagan, which was back in 90 or 91. I can't remember exactly the year it was. Literally the very first day that I got here, that I got late in the day, and the next morning I was got into the truck mount machine van that I was going to operate with in Penticton, which is actually south of here, about an hour drive. And my first job that I was given was to go to a Soyuz, which is about an hour drive south of Penticton, to go and do a motel, big motel. It took me 2 days to do it, actually, I think. But anyway, I remember driving down the valley from Penticton through OK Falls, heading for a Soyuz. You go through a little town called Oliver on the way, and I remember as I got to Oliver, there's an area there where there's a lot of orchards right alongside the highway, and I remember driving along there and just being amazed to see the trees all in the budding, all the flowers, petals and whatever on the trees, the cherry trees and apple trees and peach trees, and it was just wow. I was like, wow, this is a fantastically beautiful spot, and it just really encouraged me, because was a major moment in my life and a huge life change, because I had left everything and lost everything, as it were, back in Victoria, and I was literally starting with nothing at what was I, 29 years old or something, 29 or 30. Yeah, it was a very big moment in my life, but I always remember that it was April the 13th, and that was the beginning, as it were, of my new life, and that's where everything that I do now and everything I am now began, because it was my 20s were quite frankly a write-off. Terrible situation I had been in for quite a number of years. Well, yeah, actually it was about 89 years, I guess. But then God graciously set me free, as it were, from all that, and it's a long and somewhat complicated story, but anyway, it was great to come to the Okanagan and have the opportunity to basically have a do-over, and that's what it was. And I was able to accomplish things without the complications and interference that I had had to endure for so long back there in Victoria. So, and the rest is history. A couple of years later, it was 95 that I started Oxy-Dry, and the rest is history. I managed to accomplish the things that I'd hoped for and dreamed of and prayed for, and it was a real wonderful change. Lots of things I would rather forget of what happened in my 20s, but you can't forget everything. These are things that make us who we are, and hopefully we learn from mistakes we make and situations that happen to us, or whether we are responsible for it or get overwhelmed by life and situations. We have to learn to overcome them and find our way through. But as you can see, this carpet is doing fine. I will be finished in just a couple minutes here, and then we're going to do the steps and then groom everything. And on this carpet, by the way, I use my Kirby because it's a kind of a thick, plushy carpet, and the Kirby moves better on this carpet. I mean, I can use the Hush Tone, but it takes a lot more effort to push it around on this carpet because it's such a dense pile. Look at that. I'm almost, it hasn't even taken me 30 minutes, really. I'm at, what, 24 minutes now? That's not very long. Probably took me at least that long to vacuum. And for those of you who don't know, or maybe I don't know, watching my videos much, or for very long, I do charge a square foot rate. I don't go by room pricing. I learned long ago not to do that. Definitely, I don't think that's a good idea, especially if you're this type of method and focusing on high-end clientele, for various reasons. But anyway, I'm 59 cents a square foot, and we include everything: sanitized, deodorized, anti-allergen, as well as a protector. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, anti-allergen, the stabilized ClO2 is an anti-allergen. It will eliminate the dander and whatever from pets insects, and even plants apparently. So the allergens, yes. Okay, so we're done with this. Let's go over to the beginning entrance to the room. We'll take a look at the pad. I don't think the pad's very dirty at all. I mean, this carpet just doesn't get dirty, because this lady really takes care of it. This is the kind of customer I really like, that really has high standards, and they're the ones that choose Oxy-Dry, usually. Take a look at the pad. I don't think there's very much on here. Oh, there's some. It's not bad though. I didn't think there would be much, because as I say, this carpet is kept so clean. Okay, I'll let you go. So thank you for watching and have a good day.